SK, right?
Yeah, I don't know any tournaments. Beyond. Go beyond. Go beyond the game. Beyond the game. At last, the moment's at hand. All we need is to believe the drown. We'll make our stand. Beyond the game. 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 The world's cyber game.
United's gonna win MLS.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main stage here at WCG 2007 Grand Final. We've got WarCraft 3 Best of 3. We're going to welcome out now in the red corner, all the way from the Ukraine. Put your hands together for HoT. Welcome, HoT. Go ahead and take your pod there. Congratulations on making it to the main stage. Good luck to you. Over here in the blue corner, all the way from Korea. He's been to the main stage before. He's back again. Put your hands together for Moon. Good luck, Moon. Great to have you here. Again, this is a best of 3 WarCraft 3. Your chance to guess the winner. You think it's going to be the Ukraine? Put it in red. You think it's going to be Korea? Put it in blue. We're going to toss it over to 2 great commentators right now, Smeagol and C. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Absolutely. Very excited.
Audience, are you ready to watch this match? Let's get ready to root them on. We'll see you when we have a winner.
All right, guys, welcome back. World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Finals, day number 3. WarCraft 3 action heating up here on the main stage, and you and I just got a nice taste of that WarCraft 3 action just a little bit ago, watching Grubby face off against Sky. Now, if Moon wins this match, he will face off against Sky. Is that correct, Tom?
He will probably face Sky. Sky
If
still.
Sky wins his match as well.
Yeah, but he. I'm not sure who he is playing, but it's not a very strong player. So the winner of this match will probably play Sky in the semifinals.
This is a big match for Spirit Moon, and HoT, definitely a strong player coming out of the European WarCraft 3 scene. Of course, Moon is a Korean player, but HoT as well, hailing from the Ukraine. And he's somebody that's been competing in the upper tier of WarCraft 3 for a long time, Tom, but maybe hasn't broken into that top 5 region just quite yet.
Yeah, definitely not. He is on one of the better clans, SK Gaming, but he really hasn't gotten into that top 10 round yet. And as we see him here, he went 5 and 1 in Group B, and then won his round of 16 match fairly easily. I'm not sure who he played that. We will be seeing Night Elf Mir here. Night Elf for both players, so that should be a fairly interesting matchup. I'm not sure how strong HoT is in his Night Elf Mir.
All right, so there you see HoT himself. But here's the one that I really want to focus our attention on today, Tom. And this is Jae-Ho Jang, Spirit Moon from Meet Your Makers, representing Team Korea here. He's only dropped one match, and that was in the group stage, and that was to Todd, who's another top contender to take first place prize or gold here at the World Cyber Games 2007. But as you were telling me earlier, Tom, Night Elf mirror match, or Night Elf versus Night Elf, is actually one of Moon's weaker setups. So tell me a little bit about that and Moon's history with that.
Well, three weeks ago on the PP Stream tournament, Moon lost in the first round to a Night Elf player from China called LYC, and he lost 3 maps to none. And luckily for him, that Chinese player actually had visa problems because he had qualified for World Cyber Games, but he could not make it. As we see the map for this game, it will be Echo Isles, which is a fairly small map, just a 2-player map there, and there is 1 expo for each player, but we should be seeing lots of action on this map.
So Moon is definitely one of the most storied players in WarCraft 3. He's been playing it, I believe I heard about him competing in the World Cyber Games back in 2003 before the expansion for WarCraft 3 even came out. So I can't wait to see him play today, and looks like we're ready to get started. All right, welcome back. There you see a nice shot of the crowd. And here's the stage. Moon on the right and the blue. In the left is HoT on the red. World Cyber Games 2007. Round of 8. Getting underway right now. Korea versus Ukraine. Spirit Moon, very talented player. I can't wait to see what kind of strategy he's going to do in this game. What's the kind of typical strategy that we would expect to see in a Night Elf mirror match in the metagame for these kind of players, Tom?
The normal kind of standard Night Elf mirror would be the Demon Hunter early, and then tech all the way to Tier 3 and Druids of the Claw in bear form, and they will probably tech to that very early. But more recently in this Night Elf mirror, we've been seeing lots of Tier 2 actions, Dryads up, Expos at Tier 2. So I'm very interested to see whether they go all the way to Tier 3 or if they stop at Tier 2 and choose to fight there. Here we see HoT, a very standard build order, Altar, Moonwell, and an Ancient of War. The Ancient of War, it's placed way up there so that he can uproot it and use it to help him out against those green creeps. As we head over to Moon's base, he's doing the exact same build order. We can't see his Ancient of War. It's just to the left of our screen, and he'll be using that to help out with the green creeps there. So still very, very standard Night Elf mirror early on.
All right, so it's going to be interesting also, Tom, to see what the first hero selection will be. Sometimes in this mirror match, or actually a lot of time in a Night Elf mirror, you will see Priestess of the Moon used as the first hero. But sometimes you'll see, I mean, even Moon will go with a neutral hero sometimes as the first hero, even in a mirror match. And I've also seen him use that Demon Hunter. What are the advantages or disadvantages of selecting one of those heroes?
Well, Demon Hunter is generally used when you're teching to Tier 3. It's a much better solo hero, but Priestess of the Moon's commonly used if you're going mass Tier 1 Huntresses, because one of her skills gives bonus damage to Huntresses. And we see both players going with the Demon Hunter. That means we should see them both teching to Tier 2 very quickly. As Moon, he will start up these creeps here, even though his Demon Hunter hasn't come out yet. And I believe HoT will be doing the exact same thing. This is definitely a mirror match so far, Smeagol.
All right, so these guys creeping that first set of creeps near the base. Natural creeping area for both of these players to start out with. Get a little bit of experience. Ring of Protection plus True there for Moon. Let's see, no item drop yet here in the other creep camp. But there is a natural expansion, well, not quite a natural expansion, but the only expansion really that these players could expand to, directly south of both of these bases. And you do see that come into play a lot. This map's it's big in ways because it takes some time to get between bases, but it's really small in ways that there's 2 spawns and only 2 expansions for these players to take advantage of, and that could definitely come into play here.
Yeah, a common strategy on this map is to expo at tier 2 and then go mass tier 2 units. If the other player techs all the way to tier 3 and bears, they generally can't stop your expo, and then you have so much more gold that you can win even though it's tier 3 units against tier 2 units. As you see, both players, they're going to creep out their expo here. This should get them pretty close to maybe level 2, probably slightly past it as they do get level 2, and this will help them later if they do want to expo there. It'll be easy, and it looks like HoT, he is just going to kill the Ogre Magi there, which will get him level 2, and then he's going to back off, and I believe Moon did the same thing, but we haven't gone over to his base. And it looks like both players teching. HoT is just slightly faster to that tech, but that probably won't be too much of an advantage. Now, one interesting thing to note in this matchup is the number of archers that you get. There's varying numbers used based on different maps, and if you get too few and the other person gets many, then that'll aid them in their tier 2 pushes. As we see HoT here starting out creep. This is actually an interesting creep camp in that if you start it just like heated, those 2 ogres on the outside can't actually hurt you. So that should start out well for HoT, but I believe Moon scouted and the Demon Hunter coming in mana burn. We shouldn't see too many units fall here, as both players will just back off. And looks like they're going to try to split up this creep camp here. We should be seeing tier 2 armies fairly soon and tier 2 heroes coming out, and those heroes will probably be the Naga. As we look at the number of archers for each player, Moon currently has 1 more archer. That might mean that he'll be going for more of a tier 2 push in this matchup than HoT, but it's very hard to tell early on.
Both Demon Hunters getting a nice mana burn in on each other. They're both very low in health points right now, both at around 70 HP here. And now it's just the archers standing around, shadow melded there in the center of the map. But taking a look back in the base of HoT and Moon here, they're going to go back to these Moonwells and heal up their heroes. But coming back to the fight, looks like HoT's going to go for the attack on the archers of Spirit Moon. Moon moving to creep, take out that last creep up in this one area, trying to deny HoT that experience. The Naga Sea Witch will be the second hero choice for both players, interestingly, Tom. And looks like it's going to be an interesting battle here, as we've got that melee hero and then the ranged hero coming out second.
Yeah, what that Naga probably means is that both players will be going to tier 3. We haven't seen any expos from either player. There's an Ancient of lore from HoT. That again probably means that we'll be seeing tier 3 and bears, so some more tech. I don't believe I've seen an Ancient of lore out of Moon. He could be trying something different here. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. He only has a shot out as HoT goes in, and he should be able to cancel that shot, but he goes off. And in this situation here, heroes are generally focused, and both Nagas will commonly get very, very low as we see this battle happening. What do you see, Smeagol?
Looks like we see Moon trying. Well, we saw HoT coming into the base to try and do some harassment on Spirit Moon. We were sort of wondering about what Spirit Moon's second tier unit was going to be, unit of choice. But Moon was able to stave off the attack and force HoT back out of his base effectively enough there in that situation. And here's the answer to our question. 2 Ancients of Lore going down in rapid succession in the base of Spirit Moon. Shop finally going down in the base of HoT. But, it's not very atypical to see Moon using that Ancient of Lore. And the question that still remains in my mind is whether he's going to go for those Dryads, which he seems to really be fond of, or also Druids of the Claw.
Yeah, it looks like they'll both be going for tier 3, which would be bears. If they were doing Dryads, they would probably be getting a second base at this point, and we see the second Ancient of Lore for HoT. And you can see there, Moon, he is teching all the way to tier 3. So HoT has his first Ancient of Lore up faster, but Moon will have 2 up before HoT goes up. So really not much of an advantage for either player as they look to a creep early. And there we see HoT is also teching. And if we see Moon has tech just slightly faster, so we will see bears out from Moon slightly earlier as he goes after the Goblin Merchant here. Both players creeping, looking for level 3 on those heroes.
Yeah, we're still looking at a few creep camps left here though on the map, and taking a look at the level there of that Demon Hunter, level 2, almost level 3. There it is for him. He's got some sentry wards on his person, trying to get that Naga, see which leveled up. Almost level 2 there for the Naga. But Moon looking to be in a good situation right now. Now, we said that the Tier 2 tech went faster a little bit for HoT, but in the end, the Tier 3 went faster for Moon. So in the end of the game, or the end of the day, that's going to be the most important thing.
Yeah, and I believe Moon has 2 more archers up to this point. Now, when the bears do come out, bears can drop archers very, very quickly. But if they can't get past the other player's front line, then those archers could help Moon out, because I believe he built one more, and he was able to take out one of HoT's. As we see the first Druid of the Claw coming out for HoT. He will upgrade that. That's actually a spellcasting unit which you can upgrade into bear form, which turns it into a heavy hand-to-hand fighting unit. As we'll just keep on seeing more creeping until both players can get these bears out.
A player's forces are under attack.
And looks like they're going to both creep these mercenary camps here. Now, one interesting thing here is that sometimes, like Moon here, he's creeping with both of his heroes. In this situation, sometimes you'll back off your higher level hero, which would be his Demon Hunter, so your Naga can level up faster, and you can get level 3 on your Naga faster. But Moon isn't trying to do that. On the other hand, HoT, I believe, is going. We haven't gone over there. Yeah, he is just creeping it with his Naga, so he will try to get the higher level Naga while sacrificing some experience for the Demon Hunter.
But I want to comment also, Tom, that the Naga of HoT is markedly behind the levelage of the Naga of Moon, so that could come into play when we see a battle later on in this matchup.
Yeah, and earlier on, we saw the item that HoT got from that mercenary camp. That is a pendant of energy. It's one of the better items in this game. It gives 150 more mana to that hero. So we'll be seeing lots of frost arrow and forked lightning from the Naga of HoT. And after creeping this camp here, that Naga should be very close to level 3, if not level 3. And both players will probably separate till they hit 50 food, which will be very, very soon. And then we should see some sort of fight at 50 food, because these players don't want to push past that and go into upkeep.
All right, so we see pretty large armies here for both players. I saw, taking a look at HoT's a minute ago, he had quite a few bears there. Now, this is something that Moon likes to do, and I've seen him do it on this map before, Tom, is take control of that middle area and bring his Ancients of War even over to fight the battle for him. So it looks like Moon's going to root his Ancient of War there in the middle and move down to the south of the map to try and check out to see where HoT is. Moon is on 50 supply exactly right now, and taking a look at HoT, he is as well. So here you see Moon getting aggressive and getting ready to fight.
Yeah, both players look to be stocking up on some items. 2 scrolls of healing for HoT. That heals every unit in a certain area, and Moon doesn't look to have any of those. So those items could push this battle here that we're going to see from Moon slightly into HoT's favor as Moon runs into HoT's base. Doesn't look like HoT is going to town portal, and he's going to save that and just run in.
All right, so Moon attacking inside the base of HoT right now, using those 3 Druids of the Claw at the front, trying to do some damage in that Moonwell. Now HoT is desperately trying to micro his bears to the front and his archers to the back, and Moon just basically backing off. He was able to get in quite a few hits there onto Moon's buildings. Nice Staff of Preservation being used there by Moon as well to send back one of his units that had taken some damage. But HoT pushing forward right now has 4 Druids of the Claw out in the front of his army, 1 in the back, and is pressing forward, takes down a couple of archers there. But here's the Ancient of War that Moon was trying to back off to, and let's see whether he's going to stand here or he's going to turn and fight. And listen, it's exactly what Moon wanted exactly from HoT. He dragged HoT into this situation. It was like a trap that he set. And Moon's going to use that Ancient of War as a meat shield, and now he's bringing in Dryads. See, Moon changing up his strategy here, Tom. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Dryads are having 1, maybe 2, that's very powerful against bears, because bears can cast rejuvenation for some very strong healing, and those Dryads can cancel it. But at the same time, Moon has sacrificed some bears for that. I see only 5 bears from Moon. I believe 6 for HoT as we head into this fight here. Demon Hunter for HoT has to use a potion of invulnerability, and both players microing where, well, 1 bear gets stabbed back, and looks like 1 bear is going to fall for Moon there.
Looks like Moon's bears are staying in the ballgame right now. That Demon Hunter that was down low is back. There we see Forked Lightning being cast by the Naga Sea Witch of HoT. Moon looks like he's lost a couple of these bears. No, he's still got 3 in the fight right now at the front. Bear on bear fighting here in the front of the front lines. There you see one of Moon's is pretty low, 1/3 HP, fighting with another one of HoT's there. The Demon Hunter is pressing forward. Fork Lightning being cast by the Naga, forcing the TP out there from HoT. And that was nicely played by Moon. The weak link in the army of HoT that place was certainly the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, but HoT came out of that battle with 20 more food, meaning he definitely saved plenty more units. He's got about half as many units as Moon does, and look at all those bears that he saved. That's what's crucial about these battles here. They're very generally long battles, and whoever can save more units, back them off, and then heal them can probably pull out the victory here. And again, you see HoT there. He's sitting at 60 food, probably waiting for a Moon well, while Moon is at 50 food. So this definitely plays into HoT's hand. I'm not sure if he knows that he has this upper hand, because if he did, he would probably put a Expo up.
Yeah. So HoT, as you can see, on 60 supply. Moon on 49 out of 60 now, approaching 50 supply. Only has a couple bears left from that first battle. And here we see HoT moving to the Goblin Merchant, purchasing another Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. The one he used earlier was on that Demon Hunter.
And he's also buying scrolls of healing from that merchant, which I have not seen Moon do yet. And those scrolls, even though they cost you 250 gold, they heal every single unit in your army. So if you time those well, those can be very, very helpful. As you see, HoT, he just wants to make sure that Moon hasn't put a Expo up, because that would be something that he would absolutely have to take down. Moon has just pushed past 50 food. We see him at 53, and HoT is continuing up at 64 food currently. I don't know why HoT doesn't go on the offensive here. When you have this lead, you just don't want to wait and let the other player come back. But it's something where you're playing Moon. He's this awesome player, and if you can't have your confidence to play like you normally would, then you do bad moves like this, where you might be able to actually beat him, but you just back off and you wait. So this could be playing in Moon's hand, but it looks like HoT's listening to me, and he's going to go on the offensive and fight against Moon.
There we see Mana Burn being used by the Demon Hunter early on to try and cancel out that Naga Sea Witch, but Naga able to use Forked Lightning on the forces of Spirit Moon. Moon with about 5-6 bears inside his base. Here comes HoT pressing forward. The Ancient of War there. Moon is going to root that down, trying to get the Demon Hunter out. It's taking a lot of damage. It's down to about half health. There, Moon, the Demon Hunter of Spirit Moon, and let's see what's going to go down here in this fight. Microing out one of the bears is HoT to the back of his forces. Looks like we see a loss of a unit there for Moon, but I'm really trying to keep my eye on the Demon Hunter for Spirit Moon, which is low in HP there. Fork Lightning from the Naga Sea Witch of Spirit Moon. The Demon Hunter from Moon is low. He's going to have to TP out. Level up there on the Demon Hunter for HoT. And Moon is forced to TP back to the back of his base, using those Moon Wells to regenerate some HP. Moon looks like he's on his back foot right now, Tom, trying to defend his base. I don't know how much longer Moon can stay in this one. The Demon Hunter's taking more damage. He's all out of Moon Wells. He already used his TP. If he loses his Demon Hunter, this one might be over. Mana Burn being used there on the Naga Sea Witch there from the Demon Hunter of HoT. HoT getting the level up there once again on the Naga of his own. And it looks like HoT is staying in the battle. There goes the Demon Hunter for Spirit Moon. The Naga Sea Witch is still in here, but Moon's been whittled down to just 4-5 bears. No, there goes another one. So 4 bears, and the Naga Sea Witch already lost his Demon Hunter. There it is. Good game. GG. And Ukraine will take the match over South Korea.
Yeah, but that is only game 1 of this best of 3. So
Map
stay
1,
here.
yeah.
We will have 1, maybe 2 more games, and that was a huge upset by HoT. And one more time, Moon's Achilles heel is Night Elf Mirror. He just is not nearly as good at that matchup as he is at all of his other matchups.
All right, guys. Well, the next map will be Turtle Rock, and we're getting ready for the match coming up right after this.